Good morning, welcome back to a foggy zombie apocalypse here. Last episode we got our upgraded forge and furnace, which allows us now to smelt iron rods, or steel rods rather, and I've used that a little bit between episodes. And we have the full back wall as far as I want it to be. So now it's going to be like 9 tiles, door, 9 tiles. So we can close it up here, close it off the front, put 2 garage gates in, and then we have probably room for like 6 cars in the back and plenty of room here to drive in, drive out, and work on cars in this garage. What we haven't done yet, I kind of wanted to show off here, assuming I actually have the tools on me, is build the actual walls. Yeah, I got my welding rods here. I do not have my welding equipment on person. Alright, Well prepared. Because we can already, with our current welding skill, can build the best version of the wall. Like with the wood walls, there are different versions, but here we should have this building craftsman level at level 5 already. Like for the wood craftsman, you did level 6. Here we got level 5. That's how it looks, what it looks like. And for some reason, instead of taking the metal sheets I put in front of the wall, it's taking the ones from to the left of it. That's kind of silly. Okay. What am I saying? Was it so much? 4 units of propane? That thing is already empty. Okay. So this should be good enough for 5 more walls. Now, all of that also has shown me that we're definitely not going to have enough of these, of any of the, like, not the rods for the front wall, not the sheets, and tiny sheets here for the back wall. We're going to need some more material, one way or the other. Yeah, that's so smartly thought out that, hey, just, put 4 sheets in every tile, and then we're going to have enough. Game is just not taking the ones I wanted to take. And that is both torches empty. Alright. So the plan is then to have this wall also be made of stone. So we need to also gather some more stone and have the front wall made out of metal, then with the gates. For the gates we have couple options, basically, when we're talking about double gates that we want to have. So it's either going to be a metal pole gate or a fence, a wire fence. I think it's probably rather the pole gate. We could also go with the good old wooden gate. I think if we're making it the walls out of metal, then the gate should also be metal. Alright, so assuming the fog is lifting a little bit, as if I ordered it to. Let's grab a couple of these tanks. Bring them in here. Then we're gonna grab. Let's go one more. We can go 4 tanks that we're gonna use now for gathering material, dismantling cars mostly. So we fill the 4 torches that we have. Yeah, so basically the plan we had for last time, which I then didn't do, we're gonna do today. drive there towards the bridge north out of Louisville and destroy a whole bunch of car wrecks. And if we find some stones in the process, I also kind of want to pick up some stones. We got water, we got some food. A little bit later in the day, but it's gonna be fine. There's just one more little thing. If we want to find big large stones, we don't want to bring the whole stones with us. We want to nap them in place. Something that's less weight than 10. It's fine. We'll bring a table with us, and then we can throw that table down next to any large stone that we see. Nap the stone into pieces. And then just take the pieces with us. Let's head over to the northern part of the town. It was still fairly busy over there, but I hope if we can kind of keep to the back roads in that area, or rather to the footpaths near the water, that we can avoid most of the zombies. Now we kind of have to be a little bit careful because obviously I want to be fast forwarding time when dismantling cars. And for that, I'd like it to be safe. It's an odd habit, I know, but yeah, being safe from zombies while fast forwarding time, it has its perks. I never really paid attention if there's any amount of stones back here. A large stone that we found at some point. Pick that up quickly. We can just put them into the trailer for now, and then at some point plop on the table, work on all this, nap all the stones into pieces, then put it all back into the trunk. Stones here, not that many though, and most of them are regular. I think this is a large. I like the way the zombies are looking at me. Like, the downside is that we already drove this once, so I already dragged a few zombies away from the road towards the back here. This is as far as we can go. First things first, let's get out here. Check for any stray zombies on the bridge itself. There's a couple friends back there. I'll keep an eye on anybody moving faster than normal. Not expecting that one to start running. Okay, and there's the fence, so the zombies back there don't bother me. Ah, cool. This is cleared out. And yeah, guess there's a lot of wrecks here. We're not gonna run out of stuff to disassemble. Now, what's the deal with this one here? Lady Delighter. Yeah, that's already not a good sign. Okay. Just regular car loot. I don't know. Nothing special in there. See it? Let me just grab one of them large rocks. Now, it would be better if we could actually drive onto this for loading and unloading. Now, smart survivor would have packed a sledgehammer. Could, like, snatch a couple pieces here. Sledgehammer, of course, still pure pain and agony. Get to it. Maybe one more look. No zombies to be seen. Okay. We got 4 torches. I guess I could have packed a few more. We can always dismantle 4 cars, and then we gotta go to the things to refill. Probably take 1 painkiller in case we get into any more fights. I don't want to be at super high pain here. Also, if I had some car here that I can drive, that I can pull this trailer out of the way, that would be kind of convenient. You look kind of drivable. Yeah. Raise charge. Tank has fuel. And the best part is... windows open, so we can easily get inside. What a deal. Push you out of the way? No, not really. Not with a vanilla car, what are you thinking? You'd be lucky if you can pull this trailer. Looks like the key was also on the ground there. Oops. Is this the one for this one? Yeah, it should have been there. Okay. We shield. Wait, and then maybe we can pull the Lady Delighter just out of the way a little bit. It's good enough for me. There's a little bit of an entrance here, hopefully enough room to then turn around once we get all of this car wrecks out of the way. Actually, one side. In here we do the refill. Already put the thing back. Alright, that's fine. Also, we don't need to have the welding rods on me. Four of those. And back we go. And yeah, I'm always gonna put my glasses back on, just so that I can have another look. I don't think anyone is following me here, and since we cleared everything up on the bridge, I might even just sleep tonight in the car on the bridge. Not getting that in here. And to park it, always park the trailer on top of the trash piles. We can then just... Oh, we want to be picky. How much storage do we have? 300 something. I think we can just, you know, grab everything. Even we kinda only need iron pipes. We need steel bars. We need steel rods. Another refill. And if we're really running out of space, I can always throw stuff back on the ground. This is actually all very much more relaxed than I thought it would be. But we are not filmed. Oh, we have this issue. So whenever you, in the current patch, when you have an empty propane tank, there's a little bit left in there, and then the game somehow tries to use this tank to fill your stuff back up. But it can't, because there's not enough in there, but it tries, but it can't, but it tries, and it's, yeah. Okay, you know what, just put it away here. Slightly annoying. Like in the previous versions, an empty propane gas tank would just... I think they just disappear if they're completely empty. Well, either way. Throwing them in the trash, or throwing them just away, like I just did, is kind of the only solution to that at the moment. Refill. This one's empty. Right, I'll continue dismantling some more cars, loading it up, and yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Oh, an uncomfortable sleep later, and we're waking up with neck pain. Obviously, I also left the engine running the whole night, and I probably underestimated just how much room all that stuff takes up. So what we can do though is grab our table. And then we can just nap these archstones. Oh, gonna need a tool for that. Okay. I guess if we just go into foraging mode and find stone, use the stone to hammer down a stone, because my foraging is gonna be spammed with all the stuff that's on the ground here. Probably easier to just find a stone we can pick up. Stone. Grab the stone. Just need the twigs. Now we should be able to, yeah, map these large stones into small stones, and instead of a weight of 40, we now have a weight of 40 for each stone, right? 21 total. Right, we go back inside. Also did not bring enough water, but thankfully in the current patch of the game, you can safely drink from open water. Now, don't put that open water into a bottle and drink it then, because then you're just gonna die. But if you just drink directly from the river, it's fine. Or from a lake. Or even from a puddle after rainfall. You what I expected there? It's fine, we're gonna maneuver around. Yeah, it's gonna be curious to see how much actual useful stuff we got and how much of it is gonna be used as scrap. Now most of the stuff we can just smelt in, right? Turn it into that stuff. The problem is any sort of smelting, like if you want to smelt bar halves into a bar, we need a bar mold, and each mold is a one-time use item, and well, turns out takes some what's it called? Clay. Always clay. Takes some clay to build. So not necessarily something that's feasible for me right now. I think I'm just gonna See what else we can put in the trunk here. I'm gonna be a little picky though. I'm gonna take steel bars and halves. We're gonna take feet. And iron pipes if you have them. We definitely have a healthy supply of more metal to come back to, more cars to dismantle over here. Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, the moment I put the pause on earlier, we got a level up in welding. We're level 7 welding now. Spare engine parts, also nice. Welcome. Welcome to see that. $54 to 77. Yeah, you know what? This is full enough. Excuse me. Yeah, files that we didn't even touch here. Definitely way too much crap in the scrap that we grabbed. I gotta say, did not see while driving out here too many large stones that we can pick up. We definitely gotta find some good place for large stones if we want to build that stone wall. Like there's one, two maybe, one here, there. Yeah, also this doesn't seem the safest place for stone gathering. You know what? I'm gonna do a little stone exploration on the way back to base here. I'm gonna drive up here. Not very stony area. Not much. Gravel and sand deposits. Yeah, I'm thinking we probably gotta grab a bunch of gravel, right, for the flooring in the garage. I don't think I just want to put wood flooring in there. Especially, so we have, I think, 19 by 13 are the dimensions of the garage. So that is roughly 247 tiles for the roof. And each tile takes one plank, 3 planks, 1 log. So yeah, like 83 logs. That's a lot of tree chopping. I like a little construction project. Like one of my favorite runs that we ever did was the run where we built the own base in the middle of the forest from scratch. Yeah, I miss that base. And technically I could roll back to build 41 and log into that character. Be there coming after me. Dispatch that guy. I guess the next question is, now with welding level 7, it's level 7, right, that we got? Yeah. Can we make the good metal crates? There's even a welding category here. Oh, because it's building, not crafting. Furniture? Yeah. Craftsman crate. Yeah. Gonna need even more sheets and more weldings and scrap metal. So the big question is, how much did we actually get from all of this in terms of useful items? So we got 9 iron pipes. That's barely enough for one of the gates. We got 11 steel bars, 15 halves. That's actually really good. 13 steel rods. That's like 4 pieces of wall. And plenty of small steel sheets. And then 21 stones, which is like 3 pieces of stone wall. Alright, well, not much to say. I think let's just get to it. First things first, stone walls. Three. We have a few more stones in the base. Half of those, and then one more. Four more. There. Next up, finishing off those walls there. First off, we had roughly 20 small steel sheets here, so that's gonna be enough for 5 walls in the back. I'm actually gonna put windows on those 2 walls. In retrospect, probably wanted to have more windows, but hey, I want to make it symmetrical. Alright. How much is the window to wall? Probably the same. The metal window frame, yeah, it's also 4. Cost the same. Alright. Now we do have a whole bunch of steel sheets. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just gonna go here, cut my sheets into pieces. And need more propane. Those 4 propane tanks we took with us, yeah, they're going fast. It's already empty. Yeah. Four more elements. Sweet. Okay. Next step. Figuring out, so what did we say? 19, huh? Probably 3 walls, then the gate, then whatever many walls, gate, 3 walls, closing in. So let's grab rods again. 13, we just need 12. Actually, no, yeah, let's do 12. Two, three, four for the gate, and this thing. Right, so far so good. So, now, why did I close that? Welding, gate. Double car metal pole gates. And pipes. And oh. That's gonna be rough, I think. I guess iron pipes we can kind of get better if we take apart like bathtubs and sinks and that kind of stuff. Ah, look at that. We've got plenty here. What's the other thing? Scrap? Hinges. Scrap and the remaining pipes. Not right. It's coming along. Some WD-40 so it doesn't squeak that much. So we can cut one more sheet into pieces. What's up, big boy? Why are we not building the wall? Watch again. I thought I was just looking at this and saw a little bit left in the one torch. Yeah, we're quickly approaching the end of our material. But hang on, since we have the back wall kind of complete, right? I kind of want to move the cars. See how it looks. Importantly, like see how much room you have. If I actually have room to drive in here, yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, you know what? Doesn't look too cramped if I get 3 cars on each side of the door. Obviously, that means we need to find more cars, right? Gotta fill up this garage. Tragic, I know, I know. A little bit more room here. And also, actually, I probably don't want to be that close to the wall so that I can still access the motor. Although this is access from the side here anyway, so that's fine. I knew that. That's planned. Hope I can still access all the floor tiles to potentially build a floor in here. You know, one problem at a time. Because with that all being said, one thing I definitely wanted to do here is get some storage into that place. Just refill one more time. So we got maybe into this corner here, on this side. Yeah, I was just looking at the metal crates, right? We don't have. Oh, that's not good. Think about the welding rods. Yeah. I guess we're gonna do a quick check if we have any more welding rods. If not, then there might be a trip to various warehouses in order to see how many welding rods we didn't loot and how many more we can bring home. Is there none here? This is all weapons. I don't think we have any welding rods here. I already used up all of those that were in the other car. Unless there's some more on the ground, which I don't think so. Unfortunately, we are fresh out of welding rods. Well, it's getting late anyway. So let's leave. Yeah, we're not completely out of welding rods, right? What happened to that one little bit that I had left? Did I throw that in here for inexplicable reasons? Yeah. I think that was enough to at least build one more piece of wall. Yeah, let's make a window here. Oh, yeah, okay. The reason why it's enough for a piece of wall is walls don't need welding rods. Smart. In that case, let's cut my sheets into pieces. I'm hoping, without looking, that we're getting close to level 8. Well, we certainly pumped some welding XP today, that's for sure. Not quite enough, though. Alright, so I think we're just gonna put all our torches and stuff and gear in here for now. Unhook you. Then we should also definitely get the remaining pipes. Various other parts from this one into this one. Cool. Part should also go in there. Oh, we still have a couple of welding rods, but that's not gonna get us far. That's not gonna get us far at all. Yeah, engine parts. How many of those did we get anyway? 4? Park you up for a trip at another day. Put that propane tank away. far away. Busy day, very busy day. I think we're just gonna eat something quick here. This, a little bit of that, some chips. I guess we're skipping our training today. And gonna go to sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna check out the Amazon warehouse, as we like to call it, and the other warehouse in the northern part of town near the mini superstore. I think both of those are relatively empty areas where we haven't seen a zombie in ages. So I think I'll probably do that off camera and see how far we get with the construction here. Not gonna construct the whole thing off camera because that's gonna take me too long. We're gonna have to have another episode in between showing the process, but something similar to today, well, you know, cut to the important bits. For now though, we're gonna call it here. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.